Hello, hello. There we go. Good. Hello. Good morning. I didn't have my room set up early this week, so sorry about that, you guys. Hey, Crystal. It's nice to see you. I have your box still over there. I haven't opened it. I like to get surprised on camera because you know I'm gonna record a video, right, Crystal? And I like to have that same feeling on camera. Okay, Lori, thank you so much. Oh, call your mom. Definitely call your mom. But thank you so much for dropping in and then dropping in again later. But yeah, Crystal, I'm going to open up your box here. If not later today, I'm working on something here that I need to try and get finished for tonight. But if not later today, then I will be doing that tomorrow. Hey, everybody coming in. So tell me what's in your cup and what is on your hook. Oh, I've got something to show y'all too. Hello, Ursula. How are you? Now, Ursula's got a big monthly thing. They are, I think, some sort of challenge or something, Ursula, right? I was working when I dropped in your chat, so I was in and out, you know what I mean? But that's going live at 12, I think, Eastern today, and in about an hour. And now I will probably run about 30 minutes into that, but I definitely want you to go and check out Ursula, okay? I think it's something that they're going to do once a month. I can't have Super Chat set up. Not yet. And thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. But I can't have Super Chat set up because I still need my hours. I'm not monetized yet. I need my hours. I'll get them. I know, and you're absolutely right. I need to do more lives, and that'll give me my hours. But I just haven't had an opportunity to do it. I need to make myself do it. Like record, like write it down. You know what it is? I work about 50 hours a week, so and then I'm trying to make some crochet stuff and stuff like that. So, you know, finding time, but I need to make myself do it so I can get monetized quicker. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? I can always open it up. Right, I could open them up right now. I have you know what? It's funny, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this about me yet on my videos. I get a format, and I love to stick with the format. So, so my format for my personal lives are I ask like questions and get to know you guys better. So that's my format for that. And then I even have a format for my videos. Like I'm very, I don't want to say linear thinking. That's not me, but I like my formats. And once I can get into my formats, it's very easy for me to do stuff. Even when writing papers, I have a format for that. It's just the way I work. Hi, everyone. So, Wanda, I have a question because of your channel name. You say the backward wrong side crocheter. Does that mean that you're left-handed? Curious minds want to know. Thank you, Ursula. Thank you. Hi, Julie. How are you? Welcome back to my channel. Hey, Jill. How are you? So Jill is J Blue-Eyed Lady. I'm blue-eyed. You can never tell in my channels. I think because my eyes are smaller. And I'm a darker blue, so not a bright blue. Mysteriously interesting. I think that is yeah, Maddie. Yeah, Maddie. Yeah. Okay. I was like, yeah, I think that's Maddie, and I didn't want to say it wrong. So but yes, Maddie. Because Maddie's been with me for a very long time. And I haven't seen you for a little bit. Have you been busy with the holidays? Okay, awesome. High five, Wanda. Me and you, baby. So Ursula's drinking a Diet Coke and busy with what needs to be done before you're live. If you miss the first bit, then you'll catch me because I'll be in the third of the three. Cool. So I know I'll at least catch you. I want to catch everybody though, but you know, I wish I could go to so many more lives than I do. I pop in when I can, and usually it's at work and I got it playing in the background. I work from home. I have for years. It's not just COVID. But I wanted to show you guys this. So look, I'm putting it together. I have so many ends to put in. I have one more row to do, and I'm putting that on camera for, but this is the baby blanket. So it's more of it's a newborn blanket, but it's more, it'll eventually become like a stroller cover or something, or like a lovey, because it is a little bit smaller, but that's okay because that works for newborns. Just so you guys know, it is a total of 56 squares that I did. Now, I had used part of my skein that I'm using for this. I'd used part of my skein I made little tiny Easter baskets, and I gave them the little tiny Easter baskets I got off of Jada and Stitches channel, and gave them to my daughter's teachers before the Easter vacation, you know, and filled them with little like chocolate eggs. So I had already used some of it. Otherwise, it would have been an 8x8, and I didn't have quite enough for an 8x8. So it's a 7x8. So 50. I think that's 56 total squares. But it still works well. It's a good size for a newborn, and for a little one a little taller to carry around their little blankie with them. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate that. And I'm going to catch up a little bit. Oh, Layla, hi. How are you? So Layla says, hello. I'm happy to join you today. And thank you, Ursula. I'm so glad you like it. I have so many ends actually, a lot of my ends are already fed in. I just need to go through and snip them. Snip the last of it. And then some of them I need to feed in a little bit more. So, oh, wait. Her last name is Taylor. I have a business cards with the name Tailored from the Heart. Oh, that's cool. I like that. And you make and sell crocheted items. That's awesome. I love it. So are you at Etsy? Hey, Jamie, how are you? It's so nice to see you. Oh, okay. So I got to show the squares again. I went and put them away, right? So I have one more row to put on of these, and then I'm going to go but I want to record it because I didn't record the rest of them. So I want to record how I'm joining. It is a whip join, by the way, for those of you that want to know. But so this is from a big scoop. So there it is. And I have one more row across this way, and then I need to sew them up, the columns. But I have it, it's a 7x8. You see all these little ends I need to put in? So I would recommend, if you're making a blanket like this, to sew in your ends as you go, because this is a daunting task, seeing all these little ends. I'll do it. I'll sit down and watch TV and do it. Speaking of TV, any of you watch, there's a couple of things that I've been watching this week while I crochet, of course. Do any of you watch Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist? If you don't, and you like cute shows that give you all the feels, I would recommend it. And then the other thing that I've been watching, I don't know if y'all know, I'm a huge Criminal Minds fan, which of course the show's over, but I've been watching, I just discovered, because everything's got a freaking subscription now, but I just subscribed to Discovery Plus, which includes like Animal Planet, ID, all those channels like that. And my husband loves those channels, so I went ahead and subscribed to those. And I've been watching from the ID channel, Evil Lives Here. Ooh, that is a fascinating show. It is fascinating. just had to put that out there. Those of you just coming in, let me know what's on your hook and what is in your cup. I am drinking coffee with my normal Splenda and sugar-free caramel syrup. They call it syrup in there. Oh, Star's a huge fan of him. Hi, Star. So nice to see you. And I'm backing up. Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, I missed some stuff, so I'm going back up. Okay, so hey, Bev, how are you? And Maddie says, I'm trying to move out. That's why I haven't been on much. Well, that is a very good reason. And you don't have to be on much. If stuff comes up, it comes up. I'm bringing up my other computer, so excuse me. And so, yeah, you don't have to come on that much, but moving. So it's hard because the family member I live with right now is, okay, I understand. And I won't go too much into that. That's really, really hard. And if you know somebody that can help you, like you can sneak pieces out at a time before you leave, then that might be an option for you. But be careful. And I don't know what exactly the situation is, but I do know that living with somebody who is usually manipulative means narcissist. So somebody who's along that lines, that's tough. I feel for you. So I'm going to cross my fingers for you, Maddie, and hope that everything goes well. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Kathy Ann, hi Kathy Ann. It's so nice to see you in my chat. She says, nice to have stroller and car seat blankets. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you, Wanda. Wanda says it's pretty. And bear with me. I saw Ursula talking about this yesterday. Yes. And actually it does it in YouTube and it does it on StreamYard, but the comments will jump up and then you miss a bunch of them. So okay. Ursula says it's so pretty, beautiful color choices. Did you do a tutorial for it? I am working on the tutorial, which is why I need to record that last row join, and then I'm going to record how I'm joining the column, and then I'll record the border because I do have. I'm hoping. I think I have enough here. So what I'm going to do likely is a single crochet border in. Oh, I'm combining projects. I'll fix that in a minute. Okay, so here this is all I have left of the color, but I think I have enough to go around in one round of single crochet. So I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to be playing a little yarn chicken with that. And then I'm going to do, hopefully, I'm pretty sure I have enough to do a double crochet round. So the border of this. And so you guys, just so you know, I used this, which is the Big Scoop ice cream. This is their old label, but I used that for the color portion, and then this for the border. The white border is Baby Soft. And just got the white, but and these are both DK weight, and I used a 3.5 millimeter hook. So, but this tutorial is probably going to go up, I'm hoping, next week. My plan is for next week to have that edited and up by next Tuesday. So Tuesdays are usually my more informative stuff. And then if I upload something on Friday, then like I told you, I like my formulas. So my Tuesdays are really usually my educational stuff. And then Fridays, I like to do more community type stuff when I upload something. So, and sometimes I'll do like, if I have too much to upload that month, I'll do a haul or some. If I have a haul, then that'll end up on a Friday as opposed to a Tuesday. Because hauls are fun. They're less educational. They're a little educational, but they're fun. And I have something in my eye. Ooh, sorry about that. Okay. And okay, so J Blue Eyed Lady says, not at the moment, pulled out my items for the craft fair. Oh, cool. I love that you do a craft, that you're doing craft fairs. That is something I never got into, and I also don't do commission work. I don't have time for it. I tried to do it years ago, before I did YouTube, and found that I it was too stressful. So I didn't make enough money from it. So I ended up, stepping back away from that. In fact, it made me stop crocheting for a few years. It was that stressful for me. And then I got back into crocheting, and a few years after that, I started, probably about 5 years after I started back into crocheting is when I decided to do a YouTube channel. Jamie, thank you so much. Okay, so Jamie says, wow, Melanie, that's beautiful. I love the joining colors white. It makes your squares pop. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Mwah, thank you. Maritza is here. Hi, Maritza. And she says, hola. Hi, how are you all? Ursula says, I'm doing a temperature blanket. I'm struggling with the moss stitch. Actually that's one of my favorite stitches for a subtle texture. It is the beginning and end of the row I struggle with. The rows are fine. You know what I would do, Ursula? Just for me, I would start and end with a simple stitch, and then everything in between is the moss stitch. If you're struggling with the starting and the end, so that's the way that I would do, like a single crochet, because I think the moss stitch is, if I'm remembering right, it's a double to single or something like that. But that's a smaller stitch. So I would start and end with the smaller stitch. Hi, Nancy. It's so nice to see you. Hello. And Star says, I'm drinking coffee with creamer. Yum. Is it flavored creamer? Working on a sweater for my oldest. I need to get back to working on my shrug. I have one skein left, and I'm hoping it's enough to finish the shrug. I think it will be, but I'm hoping it's enough. And it popped up again, you guys. And I'm getting a little chatty, so I'm like probably way behind. So bear with me. One of MJ's patterns in my new favorite yarn, Winter Glow from Hobby. Winter Glow. I have not bought anything from Hobby. If you guys have suggestions on what I should buy from Hobby, if I make like a Hobby purchase, either Hobby or Ice, either one of those, because I do plan on at some point this year making a big purchase from them, and doing a haul. Don't tell me now, because I'm going to forget, because I have the world's worst memory and I'm busy sipping my coffee and I don't have paper in front of me. But in the comments down below, come back and tell me what I should get. And just to let you know, my preferences tend to lean towards worsted weight, chunky, and super chunky. So that's just the way I like it. I do like some DK, especially on baby blankets, but for the most part, I prefer worsted, chunky, and super chunky. And yeah, hi, Inga. How are you? I'm so glad to see you here. How are you feeling today? I have a kitty cat. If you see some fur like over on the side, I have a kitty cat that's curious and looking over my computer. My little orange one. He's oh my gosh, you guys, I have to show you what my aunt got me for Christmas. Okay, so I don't know if you all know, which this is going to make me even further behind, but I don't know if you all know, I work in pest control. That's my job. I work in pest control. My husband used to work in pest control for several years. He doesn't anymore, but I work in pest control. I do scheduling, anything administrative that needs to be done for this pest control company I work for. And the pest control company is based out of the DC Metro. Anyway, my aunt sends me these chip clips. Okay, this may gross some of y'all out, but I find it hilarious. So hopefully, I'm just going to show it quick. It isn't real. It's a chip clip, but I thought it was so funny. But look at that. Look at that. That's hilarious. All right, anyway. I'm going to get back. Okay, so Jamie says on her hook is her first ever tablecloth. That's exciting. I can't wait to see that. Make sure you share that. I'm using outdoor yarn from Bernat Outdoor Stripes. It's super stretchy. It boings. Oh, that's cool. And that'll be perfect for a a table cloth. Maybe I should slow down. Okay. So Ursula says the tutorial that she watched says single crochet to start row on top of single crochet. Then you work chain 1 and single crochet through or around 1 chain of previous row. Oh, okay. So that's the moss stitch. Okay. All right. So it's almost like you're doing kind of like a spike stitch, but it's so tiny that it ends up being more textured than spike. So if you do a long row, it sort of dips, meaning that the sides are oh, that's true. I can see that. That's when blocking is probably effective, so that you can get it to pull out the way that you want, because I can see what you're saying, the dip. I think the only time I've used a moss stitch was in a scarf, and I did it horizontally. So so it didn't have that dip because it was probably only about 20-25 stitches long. I'm going to ask my hooker girls. I'm going to ask them if they have any suggestions for that, and maybe we'll have something for you tonight, Ursula. Okay. But that is an interesting problem. I think that's something that gets fixed in blocking. Hey, you'll get it figured out. I know you will, because I know you. You will. Drinking coffee and driving. You're driving, Wanda? Oh, that's right. Are you're a truck driver, right? And Julie says she's got coffee in her cup, and she started on a baby blanket by the Secret Yarnery, which is called the Berry Biscuit Blanket. I saw those. Aren't those gorgeous? I may make one of those. I'm not certain yet, because I have a bunch of ice cream scoops that's in a Lion Brand haul that I put out last month. But I have some ice cream. I think it was last month. I think it was. Anyway, I have some more of those big scoops. I have like 3, and then I have the mochi colorway, which is like yellow, white, and gray. I think I'm gonna make up my own baby blanket for that one. It's not gonna be squares like this. I'm gonna find a stitch that I like and then make one. I just love that colorway, so I want to present it as best as possible. Hey, David. Good morning. Hey, your thank you video is coming up next week, David. Next Friday, we're thanking David. And that's what Julie's doing. David says hi. Hi, Liza. And it popped up on me again. Oh, Julie's here. Hi, Julie. I'm so far behind you guys. I promise I'm trying to catch up. Now, I say that, but then I get chatty like right now. So bear with me. Hey, Tammy. So Tammy says, good. Hi, Melanie and Yarny friends. And Liza says, good morning, Melanie. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, you two. Inga says, I'll start a blanket. I can't wait to see what you come up with, Inga. I would love that. So Jay Blue Eyed Lady says, I don't drink coffee, only flavored water, and I just finished a basket. Jay Blue Eyed Lady, please, I am so sorry, because you told me your name at the beginning, and I'm actually going to write it down, because I usually remember names, and for some reason it's killing me. I can't remember what you said earlier. And I know it anyway, if you could please help an old brain out. And tell me what your name is again, because that's going to bug me. And I know I'm not going to see that until I get down a little way. So please forgive me and bear with me. And I apologize about that. Oh, you do custom. So Jay Blue Eyed Lady does do custom orders. That's awesome. I couldn't do it. I couldn't hack it. It was too much for me. The Creative Shop by Sandra. So Sandra's in the house and says, hello, ladies. Hi, Sandra. And Ursula's going to be right back. Hi, Julie. It's so nice to see you in here. And Ursula's already back. So she was back before I ever got caught up. Ooh, so Julie's ordered Tivoli from Hobby. And you said great things about Tivoli. I remember that. And look at Secret Yarnery for ideas on ice yarns. And that's true too. And she usually links her favorites down below. And yeah, she's actually the reason why I would get ice because of the Picasso yarn. Those yarns are gorgeous. Like the coloring. Oh, beautiful. Those rainbow yarns. So beautiful. And what I will make it, I mean, I keep putting stuff in the cart and then on ice yarns, and then I have like this $75 shipping cost, which I know is worth it because they're so, you can get them for so cheap, but still it's like it jumps from, because I'm ridiculous, it jumps from like a $200 sale to like a $300 sale. So I just need to calm it down, buy a little bit less. Oh my God. Ursula says, oh my God, that thing gave me such a fright. That was the little clip that I got that I'm not going to show again because I know some people really don't like it. It doesn't bother me, but I've been working in the industry for many, many years. If it was real, it would bother me, but it doesn't bother me. Everybody saying hi. Pomposa Booze is posted a 4-leaf clover emoji. So hello, Pomposa. Linda's in the house. Linda says, hi, Melanie. Ladies, hugs. Hi, Linda. Ursula says, Ginger said if she finds a solution, she'll let me know in Yarn Hookers. Okay, good. So Ginger said the same thing. You're probably in Affordably Geeky live this morning. And one of us will see if we can't figure something out. But yeah, that can be a problem. You'll catch it on the replay. Okay, yeah, because you'll probably be fast asleep. Whoa. Come on, little one. My kitties have been, they keep me on my toes, I tell you what. Especially with the new kitten. Although he's not so new anymore. But man, he keeps me on my toes. Hi, Kim. So nice to see you. I'm sorry I didn't make it to your live this morning. Actually, I took a little nap after work yesterday. Just a short little nap. And okay, I got a cat coming in. He's about to be moved. Come on, buddy. What? What are you doing? What are you doing, my little man? He's actually my heaviest kitty. I don't know what I was saying. It's gone. What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah. Okay, so I took a little nap and then that means I went to bed at like 3:34 in the morning. So I did not make it to your live this morning like I did last week. I'm so sorry about that. I'll get my sleep schedule back right. No, I won't. It's never right. But it works for me. Julie, were you in here when I showed off my my squares, my grading squares where I'm at? I only have one row left to put together. And I'll probably see, you may have even left already. I'll probably see this like way down at the end because I'm playing catch up. Making a star. So Linda is making a Starbite blanket and drinking lime juice. Lime juice. Interesting. And Nancy is in the house, and Nancy says, hi, Ursula. Hi, Julie. People are saying hi, and it popped down at the bottom again because that drives me insane. Has anyone played with Freeform? What is Freeform? I mean, I feel like I should know what that is. Like I've heard it and I've looked at it, but what is that? People remembered your name. Okay, so her name is Jill. Thank you. Julie, thank you for helping me. Your name is Jill. Jill, J Blue Eyed Lady. And I will remember that without prompting. Um, and go in the future. Yeah, it takes a few times and then my brain will work. So please forgive me on that one. Hi, Sunita. How are you? And Sunita, remember Jill. You guys are so awesome. You guys are so much better than me. I tell you what, you guys are so much better than me. Hey, Michelle. So nice to see you. Yes, I do have the Stitch Bible book that I use. In fact, I have it. I keep it close to me, to be honest with you. But Kim, yes, this is the one that I use. I do plan on getting another one because there's so many more stitches, you know, but not another exact one of this, but another, like another creator that made a Stitch Bible. But Julie has one that I'd like to look at. But yep, that's the one that I use. You know what? I'm just gonna keep going down. Otherwise, I'm gonna forever be behind. My first time working with hobby yarn. Oh, okay. So Bev, this is your first time working. Well, let me know what you think of it. Making a swatch to felt. Ooh, I love your felt work. You have some of the best felt work. You guys, if you haven't checked out Bev's felt work, and Bev is Dittmer Knittery. Easy for me to say, right? So it's DITTMERKNITTERY. She has the best, some amazing felt work. She has amazing felt work bags that they're hanging. Anyway, just gorgeous. Ooh, that's amazing, Nancy. So Nancy just hit 975 yarn friends. Congrats. And I know Ursula's very close to 1K if she hasn't crossed over yet. Hi, Maribel. Thank you so much for dropping in. And Jill, of course people remembered your name. Everybody's better than me. Trust me, as far as that goes. Yes. Okay. So one is a truck driver heading to El Paso. We'll be there this evening. Yay! I'm so excited. That's over at Yarn Geek. If you guys aren't subscribed to Yarn Geek, make sure it's that you do. And if you look up, need to look up Yarn Geek on YouTube. Her channel is the one with the little sheep logo, and it's got yarn.geek in the middle inside of the sheep. That is Ginger's logo. And you know what? I have a link down below. You don't need to do a search. Just go down to my description box. It's down there, but after we get done. Ooh, Star says Picasso just came out in new colors. That's exciting. Is Picasso, isn't that a DK? Which I'm okay with DK, especially for like baby stuff. And I'm sorry, I know I'm a little blurry, you guys. It's because my cat came up here. Look at this. War wounds from my kitten. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's true. So Yarn Nut, that's right. And I've seen that. Yarn Nut says I could get a, I mean, Kim says I could get a smaller quantity. I'm having issues this morning. I get a smaller ice yarn quantity from Yarn Nut and ship from the USA. So Maribel says rein it in, LOL. Yeah, I do. I get a little out of control, and then I look at my my shopping cart, and I'm like, Melanie, getting a little crazy there. I have some Picasso ice yarn. Found it at the Salvation Army. That's awesome. Yeah, that is crazy. Star Brown says, typically I spend around $250 when I order from ICE. That's the sweet spot to ship. Okay, so you spend $250 before shipping. So with shipping, all total, it's about $250. Okay, that I mean, I say that I can do. Not right now because Christmas, but That's in store for the future. And Ursula says, thanks for that good advice. Hey, Judy. So nice to see you. Hello. Judy's in the house. And Julie says, wow, Nancy, that's awesome. Right. I can catch up with my own chat on the replay, or I can catch up with you on the replay. That's what you're saying, Kim. That's what you're saying. It isn't all about me. All right, I gotta back up just a smidge. Okay, more than a smidge. Oh, there you go. That's right. So Julie says, tell Kitty he'll be a star tonight. That's right. You guys, pet stuff tonight. And you know what? I haven't even gotten into my questions, but that's okay. We'll get into the questions in a minute. Oh, you missed it. Okay. No, I can show you real quick. I put it in the wrong bag anyway, so I need to fix that. So this is for Julie and anybody who may have missed it, but this is the Granny Square baby. It's a baby blanket. It's more for newborns and like a car seat stroller blanket. Because I had run out of some of the, I had already used some of the big cake, the color. But there it is. I have one more row to do at the top, but I need to record that for my tutorial. And then I need to put all my ends in, and I'm not going to record that on a tutorial. Everybody knows how to put their ends in, right? I may show like one or two just for the beginners, because this is a great beginner square, and I am joining it with a whip. I'm sewing it together. That is, it's a nice solid join, so I prefer to do that for me. That's just my way of doing things. Not for everybody. But I should have this tutorial up. I am not going to do a pattern. It's a granny stitch. It's a basic. Everybody has done, well, not everybody's done a granny stitch, but you know what I mean. It's just, I just don't feel like it's an original design, so that's why I'm not doing a pattern. It's my own colors and stuff, but it's not. It's a granny stitch. So, but yeah, there will be a tutorial on it though, and I'm hoping to get that up next week. If I don't get it up next week, then it will definitely be the following week. It's just a matter of editing. I have been, this has actually been in the works for a while, because I've been doing this is my last row. But this has been in the works for quite some time, and I've been recording as I go along. So, and I'm blurry again. Dang it! I gotta stop moving around so much. Apparently my little camera can't handle it. Thanks, Julie. Says thumbs up for Mel. Thank you, you guys. You're awesome. And Bev says yes, freeform a little. Ursula says, as far as I know, freeform crochet is when you have no pattern, you just crochet as you go, right? Okay, I see what you mean. I thought it was like something like an app or something, but I do freeform. That if I wasn't writing it down, that's kind of what I'm doing here. And this is for tonight. I want to get this done, finished tonight, and this will be a pattern. And it won't be a tutorial for another month or two. Oh, Ginger. Hi, Ginger. There's Ginger. Ginger, make sure you throw up your link so people know where to go for tonight's Yarn Hookers episode. And Stardust says, yes, freeform is no pattern. Just make shapes and then connect them to an item, i.e. a shawl. That's awesome. No, I've never done that. I am too, I like my format, which means form, which means that's the way I got to go. I am so blurry, you guys. Kim, do I need to clean my glasses again? There we go. And Julie says, that sounds really cool, Star. I have a whip that is a corner to corner in the moss stitch. Wow, that's cool. Okay, so, and then Kim says, thanks, Melanie. And Julie, what is the stitch book that you use? And Sanita says, my 3D Granny Square book came in. Thanks, Julie. That's awesome. Ooh, Granny Squares are my first love in crochet. Oh, the first love, right? That special feeling. And I love your blanket. And Nancy says, I do have a giveaway going on, so she's got a giveaway. Jamie says, is the yarn hookers, is this the yarn hooker preview hour? LOL, just missing Kate. Back up. Oh, I'm not that far behind. Okay, so Star says the 250 includes shipping. Okay, all right, cool. And Julie says her book, my book is called Basic Crochet Stitches by Erica Knight. And Star says hello from El Paso. Oh, and Star is saying, Ursula, did you make your hours yet? I know you were close. I know you said yesterday you still had 200 hours to go. But you've got all these lives going on, so I know you're going to make it. And Ursula says, nearly there, not yet. Need another 145 hours. Oh, and then Julie says she bought that book in her local shop, and it was $22.50. I'm sure you can find it on Amazon. Amazon's got all that stuff, right? Thanks, Julie. So Julie's saying that she loves the colors of my baby blanket. It's coming along. I should have it done soon. Hi, Kay. So nice to see you. Crystal says, I'm still learning how to put my granny squares together. There are several different ways. My actual preference is to sew them together, to be honest with you, especially on baby blankets, because it just keeps it's very securely together. But there's join as you go. There's several different ways, and there's some great tutorials out there. I know Jada has some good ones. I believe Secret Yarnery has some good ones. There's a lot of really good ones out there. And Ginger, that's her name, Ginger. She threw up the link for her channel, and that is where we're going to have yarn hookers tonight. And Beth says, I thought freeform referred to connecting different shapes, which that is kind of what Star was saying. It's connecting the different shapes as you go. Oh, and then Julie put out the link. She posted the link for tonight, so you can go over there and then set a reminder. I am actually kind of caught up, so I'm going to start asking questions here in a minute. I'm only 43 minutes into my live chat, and I haven't asked any real questions. Well, I've asked, what's in your cup, what's on your hook, which that is a real question, actually. Mars does some awesome freeform if y'all want to be wowed. I have to check that out. Counted cross stitch is my first love. That's cool, Jill. So Jill's saying counted cross stitch is my first love. Crochet is much more portable. Amen to that. Especially if you're doing a small project. Amen to that. Linda says, hi, everyone. I have missed. Hope you're all well. Hug. So Linda's saying hello again. She probably stepped out for a bit and came back. And Joan. Hi, Joan. She says, hello from the Philippines. No, you cannot drop your link just yet, Joan. I don't know you well enough, and I'm not sure if your channel pertains to what we talk about here, which is crochet and stuff like that. Okay, so thanks, Julie. And this says, I love to join my squares with the stained glass style, basically join with slip stitches. So so that's something you can check out too on how to join the squares, slip stitches, which I have done that in the past as well. I don't know why. I have for me, it's comforting. I sit there and I watch a TV show and I just kind of sew them together. I don't know why it's easier. Maybe one day I'll be able to explain it. Right now I can't. Linda says, my first love was knitting. My dad taught me to knit when I was 5. Your dad taught you. That is a story. So your dad knit. That's so cool. I mean, normally you hear about your grandmother or your mother teaching you. I'm self-taught for crochet, but that's so awesome. Yeah, blankets are not so portable. Exactly, David. Not quite so portable. I have a blanket that I've been working on that's in a big, huge tub right here. It's one of my UFOs now. It was a whip last year. Every time I worked on it, I would start sweating so bad because it's so thick. I'm like, it ended up becoming a UFO because I'm so hot. Crystal says, I might have to try that. Thank you. And I believe she's talking to you, Julie. That's right. She's talking to you, Julie. And Joan says, okay, thanks. No problem, Joan. I just, once I get to know you, and then we may drop some links like that. But no, buddy, no, you'll have your moment later. You stay over there. And David says he prefers the slip stitch as well, just like Julie. Stop it. Go. Sorry, I hope I'm not snapping in your ear. I apologize. He's not listening to me anyway. I don't even know why I'm trying. Okay, so, oh, good. So Lori's back. Mom is doing pretty good. Pretty talkative, though. Hey, you know what? That's awesome. And I take every moment that I can to talk with my mom. Oh, my gosh, you guys. My mom. She got a new puppy. Where's my phone? I have to show you the new puppy. Where'd my phone go? What'd I do with my phone? Oh, there it is. I put it behind me. All right, you guys. I have got to show you. So, sorry, excuse me. Now you guys can see the baggies under my eyes. My secret weapon is my my glasses. All right, I'm going to show you my mom's new puppy. So, before Christmas, I think it was even before Thanksgiving, my mom had a King. I never get the order of these words right, so if I butcher it, I apologize. But a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel or King something like that. Anyway, she had one of those, and he passed away before Thanksgiving. I have my other cat up here now. They're just going to bug the heck out of me. And so last weekend, she went and she picked up a Cocker Spaniel baby, a little baby girl. And of course, she's giving it the same name as her other dog because mom. But let me show you this little puppy. And I'm going to meet this little girl tonight. Where's it at? Where's my text with my mom? It's a text with my mom and my sister. All right, here we go. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Do you see how cute that little guy is? Mom says that our little girl is. Mom says that she is 2 pounds of terror. Mom. And Jill says, I usually have a large project at home and smaller ones for on the go. Yes, exactly. This would be an on the go one. This is something that I'm working on. I'm hoping to have it finished by tonight. But yeah. It has something to do with pets. I know I've talked about it before, so some of y'all may know what that is. But I've been working on it. I was having a problem with this bowing as I was doing in the round, and I've got it worked out now. So I think I was just using too tight of a hook. Linda says, yes, my grandmother taught all of her sons to knit. That is awesome. It's a good thing to know. And even if you're, I don't know, just having the skill of knitting, I think if you fish and you need to make shift a net or something, it's good to know how that works. Let's put it that way. I suppose it might be more macrame, but still, if you have that basic concept down, I think is amazing. Lori says, got you in my car while I get stuff ready to move to my new craft room. Woo, exciting! New craft room, love it. Want to see pictures, Lori? You know how that goes. And Julie says, I've learned to roll up the blanket I'm working on when I get sweating. I need to do that. I need to do that because it gets hot. And even just for me, and it could be that I've got some extra insulation. I get it. But even for me, just sometimes I get hot with just the motion of like, what is it? They say crochet is my cardio. I feel like that's the case. Now, granted, my watch thinks so too sometimes, but I mean, just the movement. When you really get going in crocheting in a pattern, you really start moving on it. I mean, I actually start to sweat a little bit just from that. That tells you I should probably exercise more, right? Oh, and I hope I'm not too loud for you, Lori, because I know I speak loud. I'm a loud talker. Da, da, da. Tammy says, morning, y'all. Coffee in my cup and Lasso Skull shawl on my hook. Didn't you just finish one, Tammy? Or am I thinking of somebody else? But I love that shawl. I want to make that shawl. And one day I will make that shawl. Yeah, and Julie says, that's such a cool stitch, Tammy. And I am so far behind you guys. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to, you know what, let me just ask one of my questions because it's all New Year stuff. So as I'm going through this, let me just stop a minute, ask a question while I'm going through the chat. In fact, I got to find it, you guys. So unprepared. What? There we go. And so we're still working on like reflection of the last year type questions. All right, so the next question in that series, and you know what, I may have to do extra lives just so I can finish asking these questions before the end of the month. There's not much month left. So last year, with whom were your most valuable relationships? And I think my answer is probably going to be the same as it is for most of us. But you know, we were all on lockdown, so your most valuable relationships ended up being the people that you lived with. I think, at least for me. Now I live in a small rural area, so I was able to go see my mom because we didn't have any flare-ups as much. And since I was really quarantined from the start, and my daughter was quarantined, I was able to go visit her. So she was included in that. But yeah, so over the last year, who were your most, with whom were your most valuable relationships? All right, now I'm going to get back to the chat and be way behind again. All right. Ooh, Bev's making 2 Lost Souls blankets. Blankets. I've never seen it as a blanket. I can't wait to see that, Bev. Aw, thank you, you guys. So you guys like my mom's new puppy? I cannot wait, you guys. I cannot wait to go meet her. And Bev is saying, Tammy Moore, are you following Fiber Spider? And Tammy says, thanks, Jules. I'm loving it. This is number 3. Okay, so you did make another one. Awesome. What? David, I don't know what that means. Maybe it's because I wasn't like, I've only been in I'm like a North Carolina transplant. So, such a Shana Punham. Such a Shana Punham. I feel like that probably says something if I said it the right way, but I don't know what that's saying. And David says, as we say in North Carolina. Kim says, basic crochet Basic Crochet Stitches book is 35% off on Amazon currently. Awesome. Maybe I'll go throw that in my cart. Just grab that in the Stitch Bible. Thanks for the recommendations. Awesome. I'm so excited I can help. Lori says, cute puppy. Why do cats only want to love when the humans are busy? Right? Right? Oh my God. I was on the phone with excuse me, with one of my technicians yesterday, and my cat two cats come barreling at me this way. My phone's right here. Come barreling at me this way. Because I was speaking to him on speakerphone, knocked my phone off the hook, and I was like, crap, and trying to get the phone and everything. And it just so happened that was the same technician that my cat called at 1 a.m. in the morning. Yep. So apparently my cats really want to get to know this tech better. Oh, yes, Crystal. She's so cute. You know, when I go there, because we're going there tomorrow. So you know, when I go there tomorrow, I am so going to be taking tons of pictures. I won't share them all. Poor Julie for the promo that she did, which Julie's awesome at making promos. So Julie, she asked us to get her some pet pictures, right? I'm like, ooh, I don't know if you knew what you just asked me. I take so many pictures of my pet. And the way I explained it to her is my pets let me take pictures of them, and I have 6 of them. So there's a lot of pictures. My pets let me take pictures of them. My teenager does not. I do sneak a few in of her, and occasionally she'll be like, fine. And that's the type of picture that I get. Interlock Tunisian. I made a queen size interlock Tunisian bedspread with 10 stitches by 10 stitches in pink, off-white, and country blue. Holy smokes, Jill. That's like amazing. I do plan on one of these days, when I got some time, to learn Tunisian. That is, I want to learn that before I figure out knitting. Knitting is years down the road. Years. But I've never done Tunisian, so I need to do that. Linda says, my dad taught me as my mom, in her British accent, love that, couldn't. We were both getting frustrated with me being left-handed. Oh, I get it. I get it. I had a problem teaching my daughter crochet for the same reason. Now, the thing is, though, is that, when I tried to teach her, or when she tried to watch, she would sit next to me. And the thing is if you're teaching somebody who's of the opposite hand than you are, it's always better to sit across from them as opposed to next to them. So just a heads up. And that is a skill that I did not have when I first started teaching my daughter, and now she has no interest. So, oh well. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Bev says, Jill, that sounds fantastic. I love entrelock, and I am so far behind. So far behind. I may or may not be skipping some stuff. So, because I am... So Julie says, I've got to get going. Need to do a Lowe's run. Okay, Julie, have a great day. Sorry I didn't say bye. Maybe when you were in here. See you later tonight. Oh, yeah. I get hot. Linda says I get hot with frequent summer moments. LOL. Yeah, I'm not quite on that level yet, but I will be. I give it a few years. I will be. And I don't have, Michelle says, I don't have a designated craft room. I don't either. This is my craft room and my office and my kitchen and my editing space. And, you know. Hey, Amigurumi Ninja. Hi. Long time no see, but I know it's been the holidays, so I'm so happy to see you here.
It's 12 o'clock.
Ooh, it's 12 o'clock. Ursula's probably at her live now, but I'm going to continue on. So forgive me. I haven't asked many questions. I've gotten so far behind. So I'm probably going to skip down a little bit so I can read some of the questions that some people answer the questions. Oh my goodness. Okay, hello. I've got another guy coming up over here. This is my new one. He was just sneezing. Hello, mister. So Beth says, I live alone, relationships, my daughter, she's an adult. Oh. Okay, this is the answers to the questions. Okay, so Crystal says, it was my roommate, my husband, my mother-in-law, and grandmother-in-law. That's awesome. I love that. Linda says her most valuable relationships were with her husband, Rick, and her best friend, Leslie. I love that. Oh, okay. Sorry, David. Slow on the uptake, so I didn't get his joke. I apologize about that, David. Bev says, I live alone. Relationships, my daughter. She's an adult and lives about 20 miles away. Checked on me often all year long. That's so awesome. I love that. I love that. Does your daughter also crochet? And daughter brought me supplies when I couldn't go out. My bestie in Denver called almost every day. So awesome. Sent money, paid for Netflix and such. I love that. My mom piggybacks off of all of my subscriptions. My sister has subscriptions to everything too, but my sister also has a family of, oh gosh, how many kids? She's got 4 kids, so a family of 6. And so, it's just us 3, so it's easier for us to let mom on our subscriptions than it is for my sister. Although I did tell my mom, one day, the first thing, if I have to budget a little bit one month, the first thing to go are those subscriptions. So, but don't worry, they'll come back in about a month. Just all depends on how much commission I make that week or that month. Tammy says, yes, his instructions made it so easy. Okay, so talking about Fiber Spider. I think he has the blanket as well. I'll be checking on that when I finish this shawl. Talking about the skull, the Lost Souls, which is the skull pattern. It's so cool. It's such a cool stitch. And I'm catching up, you guys. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? And Jamie says, my most valuable relationship in the sense of value would be my lawyer. LOL, that relation has a huge monetary value. You're so funny, Jamie. And Bev said, so if I don't mention my dog and cat, I am very remiss. They have held me together, right? Our pets, right? They drive me a little nuts and want to snuggle at all the wrong times, but I would never be rid of them. Love those little creatures to death. Okay, Ursula, bye. Or you're probably already gone because it's after 12. So, Mia, hi Mia, how are you? Mia says, I started with Tunisian by making leaves for my amigurumi. Oh, that's cool. So cool. I started with basic crochet. I bought a book. I think I bought a book and I learned from a book. Yeah, I'm that old school. I learned from a book. I got better from watching YouTube later in life, but I learned from a book. I think I'd have to say my oldest son in Maryland. He checked on me daily and sent me stuff for Happies. Oh, that's so awesome. I love that. That's so sweet. Cheryl says, one goal, and it popped up again. Oh, no, it didn't. One goal is leave my comfort crochet zone behind and open to all new, making my first dishcloth. That's awesome, Cheryl. I can't wait to see it. And Judy says, gotta run. See you tonight at Yarn Rockers. Okay, Judy, thank you so much for joining. Beth says, I can't decide whether to work on learning mosaic crochet or Tunisian crochet. Right? I think I'm going to go with Tunisian first and then mosaic after that. Because mosaic, I have a feeling, is going to have so many ends that I got to weave in, which is not horrible. But, you know, I don't know. Tunisian may end up with a ton of ends to weave in too. So we'll see. And Bev says, I can't decide. Oh, I already read that. And Bev says, my daughter has no interest in crochet or knit. Okay. My daughter's trying to teach herself knit. One day I handed her a pair of knitting needles and she used them to fix her hair. It looked nice. Lori says, I had a basement space for crafts, but my son and his fiance moved back in April. That's right. I remember you mentioning that. My crafts have now taken over the bedroom corner and spread around, so my husband just wants our tidy, calm bedroom back. Okay, so you're gonna move. Your craft room is the room that your son and his fiance had, right? Oh my gosh! So Linda says I learned lace work crochet first. That takes so much patience. Probably more patience than I would ever have in a lifetime. That's amazing. Seriously, I would have no patience for that. So Jill says, tip for everyone, put your new skein that you need for your project with the center pole at the opening and it will shrink as you work. So no tangles, and they are cheaper than those things they sell. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I do that with this. So if I need to keep it shut, I only open it about this much, and my center pole's coming out of here. I do that. Doesn't mean that they don't still attack the yarn sometimes when it's coming out. I'm sorry, it took me a minute, Jill, but I finally figured out what you were saying. I still have other bags too. I have so many project bags. Mia says learning from books is so great. I've always think about when people see us in 300 years, will they think that we didn't have written language, right? Because there would be no proof due to it all being digital, right? I think there's still some people that are going to have written. In fact, I still have my written books. Even though I listen to my books on tape these days, I still have the physical book too. Cheryl says, thank you. I've learned so much from you and the hookers, a few others. It's time and having so much fun with it. I'm so glad, Cheryl. Yeah, it's that's one thing about the yarn community here on YouTube is it's amazing. It gets you your interest back. It really piques your interest. At least it did for me. And then eventually I ended up opening my own YouTube channel, which you may do the same one day too, if not tomorrow. Or if you don't already have one. Some of you already have one. I know you do. And Lori says, my marriage is my most valuable relationship. 25 years this June. That's amazing. Amazing. I think I'm at, guys, I am the worst. I really, really am. I engraved our wedding anniversary on my husband's ring because I knew I would never remember it. I think it's the 21st of September, and I think that we are at 13, somewhere between 13 and 15 years now. I know, that's so bad. But thankfully he doesn't get offended by it because he knows me. Michelle says, no ends to weave in. If you watch Tina when doing mosaic crochet, I need to watch Tina. Which, by the way, Michelle, her mosaic crochet that she's been doing, on point, you guys. If you aren't a part of the Yarn Hookers group, get a part of it so you can see her pictures. Seriously, on point. Sorry, you didn't say knee high. Put them in a knee high. Oh, that's brilliant. That's really brilliant. And then it doesn't, oh, good idea. I like that. Family room and craft room are now my same and his fiance's space. my son and his fiance space. So now my bedroom corner will be hubby's office space, and his office, which was my son's bedroom growing up, will be craft space. So you guys are just doing like the shuffle in your house. So you have a lot going on. And Cheryl says, instead of saying buy it, say make it. My first time crocheting was in my 20s. It was Red Heart with J-Hook. Now at 62, looks like a yarn bomb went off. Oh, that's funny. I love it. And Ninja says, sorry, you got to go. A friend has to come by to help me. No problem, Ninja. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I know we've got about 20 minutes left that I'll probably stay on. And never be sorry if you have to leave. I appreciate you coming in to say hi. So now we're on to our next question. What was your biggest personal change from January to December of this past year? So your biggest personal change. For me, it was this channel. I mean, it honestly, it consumes a lot of my non-working life. So because I work 50 hours a week. So my non-working life gets consumed by this channel and everything that I do for this channel. So that's probably my biggest personal change. Oh, Jill has another tip. Woohoo! Another tip for arthritis: wrap crochet handles with adhesive bandage. Wrap to make handle bigger. Oh, that's a great idea. Okay, so so wrap a handle to make it bigger. That's cool. I like that. Mia, that's amazing. So Mia quit smoking. Everybody, that's awesome, Mia. Good on you. Crystal says she can't think of one. I'm sure you can think of one. Mull it over a little bit. You got time. You got 20 minutes. Linda says, I stopped making cards and doing mixed media, revamped my room, and restarted crocheting. And I love that you did that. I love that. See, Maribel says, awesome, Mia. Right? That is to be commended. So how long ago did you quit smoking? Did you quit at the beginning of the year? So is it a full year of non-smoking? Holy smokes, Michelle. Michelle lost 20 pounds. Woo! I gained your 20 pounds, Michelle. Woo! No, I didn't quite gain 20 pounds, but I didn't lose any weight for sure. And Lori says, reignited my crafty side as a way to cope with the pandemic. That's awesome. I love that. And I love everything that everybody's doing. Ow. And Linda says, congratulations, Mia. I did that too this April. So Linda, give her an applause too. Smoke-free since April. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Liza says, I gained major weight. You and me both, girl. Well, I don't know that I did. I didn't lose weight. Let's put it that way. I probably gained a little bit, but I did not lose weight. My dogs gained. Maribel says, woohoo, Linda. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, I gotta put my book back. When you see me lean over this way, my whip cart's right there. So I keep my Stitch Bible in the whip cart. Right? I agree with that, Lori, which I'll read Lori's statement here. Mia says, thanks everyone. I quit in February, but I gained 50 pounds. Next goal, lose weight and back to the gym. You and me both. You and me both. My husband and I, we do really well when we can go to the gym as a family. We go as a family. It's like a little outing that we do. We do it at least 3 to 4 times a week. So we do really well with that. My daughter doesn't really do, like, really push herself with the exercise, but at least she's up and moving, lifting some weights and stuff like that. and she gets in the habit of going to the gym. I do better with that, with going to the gym, than I do with, like, if I were to buy something in home to exercise with. Now, don't get me wrong. When I had the space, which I don't have the space anymore, I did. There's this one channel called the Fitness Marshal on YouTube. I loved doing so. I would like take little breaks during the day and do a song, and it's like this little routine, aerobic routine, but it was dance. So I really, really enjoyed that. If you guys like that kind of stuff, check out the Fitness Marshal on YouTube. Tammy says retirement for sure, and making the decision to start a crochet business to sell the gazillion things I made during the last year. Awesome. So how's the selling been going, Tammy? Because that's something that Ginger's actually starting this year too, is selling all the stuff that she's made. And she's made so much stuff. Lori says, I'm super proud of you who stopped smoking in such a stressful year. And that's what I was saying, is amen to that. Yeah, that's awesome. Jamie says, my biggest personal change is my entire wardrobe. I officially have officially now owned daytime and nighttime PJs. Yes, we had that conversation before. That is so funny. Mia says, it was good. It was a good time to quit. I didn't want to risk leaving the house to get cigarettes. Hey, that's if you need a reason, that's a good reason to quit. Michelle says, since there are so many charts in Mosaic, I've started to laminate them and organize them into a 3-ring binder. Thanks to your tips. Ah, yay! I'm so glad I can help. Awesome. Ooh. I love 3-ring binders for stuff like that. So awesome. I'm so glad I was able to help. Yay. Anybody else? What was your biggest personal change from January to December of this past year? And I will ask the next question. Oh, this is interesting. Actually, the next 3 questions kind of go together. So I'm going to wait to watch those, to ask those. This one's a good one. I like this. In what ways did you grow in your relationships with others? So for me, I got closer with my mother this year. She decided last year to move up here permanently. She just had like a summer home here, and she would just stay the summer up this way into the fall, so she could see the color change. But she really didn't stay much of the winter. Well, last year, I think it was last year, maybe it was the year before last. But this is my first full year with Mom being in the area. I've got another curious kitty. He's coming. He's trying to come over. Hi, baby. Hi, handsome. Hi, handsome. Crystal, this is my little guy that looks like yours, my orange dude. Oh, that's so sad, Jill. Jill says, I lost my 15-year-old Yorkie December 29th. That is like crazy sad. I think that's how old my mom's dog was when she lost him. We had been dealing for several years. Well, I say several, like 3 to 5 years, something like that, with a congenital heart problem. And so he's on tons of medication, but this last year he really, really deteriorated. And oh my gosh, my little dude just put his paw out and is wanting me to love him. Yeah, it was devastating. And at first she said she never wants to go through that again and doesn't want a dog. But within a month, she wanted another dog. And hence, now we've got the new Tommy. So anyway, in what ways did I grow in my relationship with others? And then, of course, the yarning community. I got to meet so many of you guys, and it's just been amazing as far as that goes. Hello, okay. So, and then I got so close with my little animals because I'm with them all the time. Tammy says it's slow going right now, but I'm trying to build up my inventory. That's awesome. I did sell the first skull shawl after I posted it on Facebook, though. That is amazing. Congratulations. It's so cool. Jill says 4 days after Christmas and 4 days before your birthday. That's so sad. And happy late birthday. Oh, speaking of birthdays, who do we need to wish happy birthday to? So it's the 16th. So this past week, we had Kristen Butts and Jerry Griffin. Happy birthday to the two of you. There's not really any next week. There is, well, next week there is on Saturday, so I'll wait to wish those people happy birthday on that day. So happy birthday, you guys. Lori says, gotta run. Bye, Lori. Thank you for popping in and out. I really appreciate it. I love my pumpkin. She helps me when I'm so depressed. Aw. So you got a girl kitty. This is my little boy kitty. Oh my gosh. He's being so affectionate right now. If you could bear with me. I just dropped something on the floor. I'll get it later. Hey, buddy. Okay. There we go. And Tammy Twyford is asking Tammy Moore, where are you from? Look at him. See, he's won some loving. My handsome man. Really, you know what it is this is my guy. So a little story about this guy here. He actually was born in the feral colony that we have in my area. And he is one of the kittens. We caught one of the kittens and brought him in. This is him. And within a week of us having him, he got a really bad ear infection. We took him to the doctor, got it taken care of, but that wasn't before his inner ear and his balance was permanently damaged. So because of that permanent damage, he has a constant head tilt. He's got the biggest eyes, so that head tilt with his big eyes, which I don't know if he'll open his eyes all the way for you. Just it melts your heart every time. But he comes and gets lovey like this when he wants me to go and lift him up to his food because his food is up too high for him to jump to due to that inner ear problem. Too high for him to jump to because we keep it away from the dogs. So, Ro. That's my daughter. Ro, can you come and help Ipit get to his food? Pretty please. There you go, bud. He knows what's happening. I learned to communicate with my pets better. And Tammy says, Michelle, I'm trying to do the same thing with all my patterns. I've printed out using plastic sleeves. That's what I do. I use plastic sleeves. Trying to get them organized. What a chore, right? I used to have so many books with printed patterns and actually other crochet books, and in my mini moves and just having to quickly move for one reason or another, or to having to anyway just pare down my stuff. I ended up losing, and this was not intentional, I ended up losing a bunch of yarn and also my crochet books, which and my printed patterns had already had stored. So I'm reamassing my collection, but also not having patterns, it made me think of ways that I can make things and start coming up with my own patterns. And Tammy says, I'm in South Mississippi, just a few miles north of the Gulf Coast. I love the Gulf Coast. Has the worst hurricanes. I'm going to tell you that because of the heat of the Gulf. But I love the beaches on the Gulf Coast. Amazing. Some of the best. And Crystal says he's much bigger than her. Oh my gosh, she's so tiny. Your little pumpkin only weighs 6 to 7 pounds. Yes, no, my little guy, he's so big. And not only is he's heavy for his size. So yeah, I have another cat who's actually bigger than him, my gray one, but he's light because he's lean, he's long and lean. This guy is like dense. He's big. And Tammy says, love it. Lived there for 10 years. In South Mississippi. That's awesome. Hi, Emmy. So nice to see you. I know we're like at about the 5 minute mark left, about 5 minutes left, but I really appreciate you dropping in. I'm going to ask one more question before we wrap up for the day. Okay. Oh, here we go. And this is interesting, especially with all the pandemic stuff. What was the most enjoyable part of your work, both professionally and at home, in the past year? So, we all, just because we're not working like at our pay job that pays us, we do other work. So, whether your hobby is, of course, crochet, which most of you guys, something yarny is your hobby, right? Um, so crochet, or say your hobby is gardening, or maybe you learned a new hobby in conjunction with other hobbies. So that's kind of work. I know Tammy, one of her most enjoyable parts for work is that she retired. Right, Tammy? And this right here is for my personal, this right here is one of my favorite parts of my personal work. As far as my professional work, you know what? We hired a new person last year. We've been hiring people, but we found the right girl to work in the office last year, and to help me with split some of the responsibilities of the admin work this past year, and that's been amazing for me. Because at work it was one of those things where I was doing everything, and it felt like nothing was getting done, just because it was overwhelming. There was so much to do, so it was like constantly just putting out fires because I didn't have a chance to do stuff before the fires happened. Linda says, bye for now. See y'all later. Yarn Hookers Live. Bye. Off to have my evening meal. Well, enjoy your meal. Crystal says, Vet says that she needs to eat more, but not much more, not too much more because of it, because she's so small. Aww. Well, she'll start to eat more when she needs to. I never force a cat to eat. I will tell you, we give our cats, which I know some people just don't agree with, but our cats do love it. They have dry food that they can get to anytime they want. They usually go through like a bowl about this size, the three of them in one day. But we have a set time for wet food, and they each get a half a can of wet food. But they all, even my big boy that you guys just saw, he's actually my biggest boy, and but he's not even overweight. He's just dense. I mean, like, he's like a ton of bricks whenever he gets on top of you. Cats like to get on top of you whenever you're sleeping. He's like a ton of bricks. Okay, maybe not a ton, but you know what I'm saying. um, Crystal says, I only crochet. Right now, that's all I do too. I only crochet. I have done paper crafts in the past, especially like with planning. I've loved planning in the past, but just the way that my work is now, planning does not work as well with it. And then with the YouTube stuff, I actually Ginger got me onto Asana, and I love it. I haven't been keeping up as well as I could because I was supposed to come out with a video this Tuesday this week, and I didn't create it. And I don't know if I'm going to come out with this month. It may end up being next month because I missed Tuesday. Oh, Michelle says learning mosaic and getting a new grandson. That's so cool. I know, that's so exciting. Both of those are so exciting. Tammy Twyford says, now I live in Ohio. I have some of the same goals. Emmy says, I love my job. I work for the CEO of a global digital marketing firm. Ooh, that sounds fun. It is interesting and awesome. I love the creativity. I bet, Emmy. I bet. Besides, I meet interesting people too. I bet. That's so cool. Oh, I love that. What city are you in, Emmy, if you don't mind me asking? or general area if you don't want to give city, like general area. Mia says, gotta head out for the day. Have a great day and happy hooking. Same to you, Mia. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And I'm going to be wrapping it up here in another minute or so. Tammy says, yes, Mel. She's the one that retired. Best decision I made last year. It gives me time to do what I love, which I love that. Crystal says, my cat only eats wet food, but it has to be a certain type. Ooh, you got a finicky kitty, right? Although, I say that, but most cats are finicky. Like I can't, there's only one type of dry food. Well, two brands of dry food, which they're not even the best brands. I actually have been looking in, you know how you can get that, like, it looks like a sausage log, you know what I'm saying? Of food. It's like fresh food. Anyway, I was thinking about getting that for the cats, starting to get that for the cats. Anyway, I don't know. They like their dry food. They're not overweight. If they were way overweight, I'd be more concerned about it. Right now, they're all eating kitten. Excuse me. Kitten food. They're all eating kitten food because of the kitten. And I looked it up to see if kitten food was bad for cats. In the worst case scenario, it'll make the cats gain weight, but it's not bad for them in any other aspect other than it's got more fat and more protein, which the kittens need. So I had it separated, but the bigger cats were going to eat the kitten food and the kitten was going to eat the cat food. So I was like, okay, that's not going to work because the kitten needs kitten food. So we're just serving kitten food right now, except for in the wet. We do give the kitten his own special wet kitten food, and then the cats get regular cat food. I know, way too much information about my cats, right? Amy says, I am so not saying this right. Minneapolis, Minnesota. There we go. Raw diet. Yeah, I do want to do the raw diet with them. I think that would be best. That is, of course, always best for cats. And Jill says, gonna head out also. Gotta go to work soon. I live near Savannah. Oh, that's a beautiful area. I used to live in Charleston, so I knew that area well. And bye, hookers. Bye, Jill. So nice to see you. I'm so glad that you enjoyed being here. I really appreciate you coming to see me. And Crystal says, yeah, but that log is expensive. And that's it. That's what I run into. Now, what we did with our dogs is now they get dry food. Now, when we do give them wet food, and actually I prefer dry food for my dogs because there's a reason why my old man, him up there, he's my old man. He has, his teeth are still great, and it's because he's eaten mostly dry food his whole life. But when we do give them wet food, we make it ourselves. So we spend $10, make a crock pot full of the stinkiest food ever, and mix it in with our dog's dry food, and they love it. But it includes like the cheap part of the chicken, so like gizzards and then livers, like the organ meat, and then livers and hearts, I think it is, and then we also include sardines, which is what makes it so stinky, and then ground chicken or turkey, whichever one we can get cheaper. What else do we put in there? We put a little bit of grain in there, but not much, just as a filler. So like a little bit of rice and a little bit of carrots and peas. But they don't need that as much either. Although they do eat some more grains than cats do. Cats are purely protein and fat. That's all cats need. Yes. Yes, it's the smell. So we make that, and yeah. But they love it. And it lasts about if we're giving it to them consistently every day, it lasts about a week. And we feed our 3 dogs separately. So I have 2 medium-sized dogs. I guess one could be considered large. Get out of there, Minna. Dogs are the worst. They get cookie treats out of the dang cat thing. Gross. Dogs are gross. Yes, it's doggy stew. Exactly. It's in the slot the slow cooker, and yeah. And every time we take the lid off the slow cooker, we're all like, oh. But they love it. What we do for our pets, right? And it's only one day out of the week, and we don't give that to them every week, only because of the dry. I prefer to give them dry food because their teeth. So, all right, you guys, I am actually 5 minutes over. Ooh. I know Ursula's in a. I don't know if it's on her channel or not, but I know Ursula's in a live right now. So if you want to go from here over to there, they're doing challenges, and they're going to be going live at noon on Saturdays, once a month. I think it's the last Friday of the month. I think. Anyway, go check her out if you want. I have not made popsicles. You need to let me know how to make some popsicles. Oh, that would be great. Now, especially in the heat. Ooh, that would be awesome. That's a great idea. I need to look up popsicles. Oh, and Affordably Crafty is on right now. Oh, I did not know that. Affordably Crafty's on. Cool. And maybe she's part of the group that Ursula was talking about. I'm not sure. But yeah, tonight at Yarn Geek, we will be live, and we're going to be talking about pet stuff. So yes, we will be tonight at live. And Liza, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Yep, and we will be on later today. It's at Ginger's channel, Yarn.geek or Yarn Geek. And I will see you all then. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Mwah. Bye-bye.